It's been 3 weeks since the frenzied shooting inside an Aurora, Colorado movie theater that left 12 dead and 59 injured. The story was big national news for several days. We watched it unfold, and now most of us have moved on. But the lives of survivors of random violence are forever changed. Recent shootings in Tulsa have left several families trying to understand.
It was on the morning of Good Friday that a series of inexplicable shootings put Tulsa in the national spotlight. 5 people, all black, had been randomly shot on Tulsa's north side. City Councilman Jack Henderson represents that community.
My first memory was I had several people call me and said, did I know about white people coming into our community shooting black people? And I said, no, I hadn't heard that.
It was after 1 a.m. when the body of the first victim was found. Danner Fields, known as Donna, was found dead in a yard not too far from her home. 3 minutes later, police responded to a shooting where 2 victims survived. Dion Tucker had been shot in the shoulder. His friend David Hall was in more serious condition. Both had just been standing on the porch talking when they were hit.
I pulled up and asked me about an address down the street. I told him the address was down the street. Next thing you know, they started shooting.
When he got shot, I jumped up. You know, if I wouldn't have jumped up, probably would have got shot in my head, you know. But something told me, you know, I jumped up. As soon as I jumped up, I got shot in the stomach.
Less than an hour later, Bobby Clark was found shot and killed in the neighborhood. By daylight, another victim, William Allen, was discovered dead in front of a funeral home. All the shootings happened within 3 miles of each other. Henderson called the mayor, the police chief, and was being updated hourly as he tried to quell rising tempers.
As one of the community leaders, I had people calling me, asking me, what should they do? Should they arm themselves? Should they, some of the younger sets were actually wanting to go and do something. I said, do what?
Pastor Anthony Scott was trying to minister to his community amid his own fears.
Even I had a great sense of uncertainty just, you know, riding up and down the street because it was so random that you didn't know what was going on. I have an 18-year-old son that wanted to go out that night, and normally I let him go and be free, but that night I said, no, you need to stay in.
Henderson says a plea to the public to come forward with information was heeded.
I went to the local store up here, and there was a white gentleman that told me that he thought he knew something. And I said, I'm glad you're talking to me, but you need to be calling the police department. He did that. 41 other people, I think, did that. And that's how they came up with the evidence to lead them to these people.
Within 48 hours, 2 suspects, Jake England and Alvin Watts, were arrested in connection with the shooting spree. A posting on England's Facebook indicated the random shootings may have been a hate crime because he used a derogatory phrase to describe a black man who killed his father 2 years earlier. Henderson said the impact on the community was profound.
Black people and white people came together in this church, and they prayed together. They listened to Reverend Jesse Jackson talk about unity and bringing the city together. And a lot of people thought he was not coming here for that purpose. But I truly believe that God touched a lot of people's lives, and he changed a lot of mindsets that weekend. And I think that we move one step closer to one of my dreams of making one Tulsa instead of the divided tale of 2 cities. And I think that just being here that night, it was something in the air. You could just feel it.
Tulsa has been shaken by a more recent shooting. It happened at a Best Buy store on the afternoon of July 14th. A gunman in the parking lot shot and killed 2 people. Police say one of those killed, Scott Norman, was targeted in retaliation for previous homicides. The other victim was Wesley Brown. He was inside the store with his 10-year-old daughter shopping for a birthday present for his wife. A stray bullet fired outside fatally wounded him. Brown's stepdaughter, Erin Harper, was in another part of town on a shopping spree with her mother at the time. She says they were having a great afternoon together until she received a call from her grandmother.
She asked me who was driving. She was like, are you driving or is your mother? And I said, well, Mom is, but you know, we're not in the car, we're not finished yet. And she said, well, you need to listen to me. Take her keys and get to St. Francis. There's been an accident and Wesley's on his way in an ambulance.
She says on the way to the hospital, they were trying to make sense of what might have happened. If Wesley was in a car accident, then why was his daughter now safe with her grandmother? Once at the hospital, they learned why.
We didn't know any details. We just knew that he had been shot, and it kind of... I just remember my mom and I looking at each other like, what? It was really awful.
Shortly thereafter, unfathomable news. Wesley was dead.
You know, my mom made a sound that no one wants to hear their mom make. It broke my heart.
In the chaotic aftermath, there was grief, disbelief, and a focus on who did this.
And it was just find them, get them, find them, get them. And then when they got them, it was kind of this rush of relief. And then it was almost a moment of, well, it doesn't change anything.
Charged in the killings are Willie Wise and Jeremy Foster. Shania Craven is accused as an accessory.
Something's happening to these kids. They're kids. The people in this case, they graduated high school 2 years ago, you know, and something happens where life isn't important anymore, where they're not respecting human life. Something's wrong with that.
Erin says her family is coping with their grief one day at a time and that their sense of safety has been shattered. And Dion Tucker says he is past what happened on Good Friday.
It happened. Living on the north side, you tend to just deal with stuff because anything might happen out there.
How has it changed your life?
I pay attention to cars more now.
David Hall says he can forgive.
There should always be forgiveness in your heart, no matter what the circumstance it is, you know. God will give us the strength to get over this. And so, yes, there is forgiveness.
Pastor Scott says in all of the random killings in Oklahoma and across the U.S., the question of why can never be answered. He counsels survivors to call on their faith to allow God to heal their pain.